Gen X is going to need a miracle to retire. For reals. R-E-A-L-Z. For reals, man. I'm Gen X, so this is close, near and dear to my heart. How dare you? How dare you? Got this on Yahoo. I don't know if it's from Motley Fool. It's from Amy Pikachu. Amy Pikachu. Can you believe? Oh, let me just focus. I'm trying to better focus, my friends. Trust me, I am. I'm trying to better focus. And old Marie there in Pennsylvania, who's lost 45 pounds, I just talked to her today. She said, you're doing a better job focus when you have a place you can go and spout your political craziness on Twitter. So you're probably right, Marie. And so like we're only 42 seconds in and haven't, we're going to focus here. So here's the oldest members of Generation X, that's me, are turning 59 and a half this month. The earliest age when workers can start withdrawing retirement assets without penalty. But many Gen Xers are far from prepared for their golden years, with almost half saying it would take a miracle for them to retire. Gen X is the first generations of workers of U.S. This is so stupid. Gen X is the first generation of U.S. workers to come of age with 401k plans as their primary retirement account. Well, I guess that's true. That's factually correct. That is 100% right. But it's stupid the idea that the pensions were predominant. After employers largely shifted away from traditional pensions in the 80s, no, they shifted away from traditional pensions well before that with ERISA. Oh no, we're quoting Teresa Giroducci. All right, but the 401k burden puts the onus squarely on the shoulders of participants to figure out how much to save. And it's been very flimsy, says that lady. And I love Jesus. And if you love Jesus, you can't be hating people, and I don't hate her. Got to pray for people, pray for your enemies. And that lady is up to no good when it comes to scaring people about retirement. And I don't like people who are up to no good. I like people who tell the truth. If the truth is told and the truth is bad for you, well, that's you're going to have to figure that one out. You're going to have to say, man, that sucks. But in this case, these people spreading this freaking cow manure on the whole episode of retirement aren't telling the truth. They're just not. And I just don't understand. I'd love to be a fly on the wall and hear these clowns are sitting there saying, well, man, we got to tell people they can't retire. Why though? Man, let's keep going here. It's just insane. Generations, the Jan Brady of generations, she was overlooked while the larger baby boomer and millennial generations grabbed more attention, said this guy. About 1 in 5 Gen Xers worried they won't be able to afford retirement, even if they were able to save $1 million for retirement. What? About 1/4 is concerned a shortage of savings will force them to return to the workforce. Okay. They said right here, so this is where you can lie with words. I'm not saying these people are doing this, but you got to be, anytime it's from the media or the retirement industry, you got to be skeptical. So right here. Other studies have found that Gen X is in dire shape for retirement. The National Institute of Retirement Security, annuity sellers, finding earlier this year that the typical Gen X household with a private retirement plan has $40,000 in savings. All right, so savings. Is that savings in the private retirement plan or savings outside the private retirement plan? Well, Josh, you can't be so paranoid as saying it's with a private retirement plan. I can make the same argument that says I can make the same argument. The typical Gen X with a private retirement plan has $40,000 in savings. That can account for two things. I have a private retirement plan and I have $40,000 in savings. Or I have $40,000 in my retirement plan, private retirement plan. Which one is it? I don't know. You can't assume anything with these people, man. I'm telling you. About 40% of this group hasn't saved a penny for retirement. So that doesn't make any sense. So the typical household with a private retirement plan has $40,000 in savings. About 40% of the group hasn't saved a penny. For retirement. Again, I don't trust anything these guys say. I want it explicit. Even so, that's not keeping Gen Xers from dreaming about retirement. They plan to retire at 60 on average. They also believe their retirement will last about 20 years, shorter than what many retirees actually experience. Is that true? Whoever wrote this, Amy Pikachu? Is that true? Short 20 years? Most retirees don't experience. They experience more than 20 years in retirement. Some expectations may seem discordant, especially given the lack of retirement savings. This guy says it's wishful thinking for a lot of Gen Xers to want to retire. 48% of the people just stopped thinking about retirement. Many are overly optimistic, they says. well, this is stupid right here. The group saying they expect their retirement assets to have long-term returns of 13.1% above inflation. Well, that's just dumb. Meanwhile, only about 2% of Gen Xers understood key aspects of investing in bonds. Okay, I mean, look, dude, how many of you guys understand the fundamental thing about investing in bonds? A lot of you guys are going to think, oh my goodness, if interest rates go up, my bonds go down. No, they don't go down. If you hold a bond in maturity, it's just they don't go down. They go down temporarily, but they come back up to par values. It's literally just that simple. Anyway, so there are some aspects of retirement. Okay, so I'm going to look at the, hold on a sec. We're just going to look at a survey of consumer finances. This is my age group, a little bit, so I'm 53, so a little bit younger than Gen X all told, but we're just going to look at this group right here. Before family after tax income, right there. And hold on a second, let me get my specs. All right, so before family after tax income is $91,000. That's the median, $91,000 before after tax income. So what we're going to do here is we're going to see how much Social Security we can get on $91,000 of, we'll just say, average income. So check this out. All right, so the first 1,115 is 15%. I'll show you what I'm talking about here in just a second. The next is 90%. The next 32% from 1115 to 6721. Anything above 6721 is at 15%. All right, so what we do is we say, okay, we got $91,000. We divide that by 12. This will make sense. Hang tight, ladies and gentlemen. This will make sense. Divide by 12. That's 7583. That's what we're going to call our average index monthly earnings. 7583. And this is just the back of a piece of white paper, right? So it's no big deal. Don't get, oh, it's not right, Joe. Just pretty doggone close. The first 1,115 of that is you get 90% of that. So 1115 times 0.9, you get $1,003. All right, so 7583. All right, minus 7, so we get 75. Hold on a second. All right, the next amount of from 1115 to 6721, that's 5606. 5606, we get 32% of that times 0.32, and that's 1793. All right, so far so good. 1793, and that means we have. Then we take 7583, subtract that from 6721, we get 15% of that. So 7583 minus 6721 equals $862. Of which we get 15% of that, all right, times 0.15. So in this case, we'll get 129. All right, so now what we do to get our Social Security benefit, we take our 129 plus 1793 plus 1003. Our Social Security benefit in this regard is going to be $2,925 a month. $2,925. All right, makes sense? Yes, it does. Times that by 12 gives us $35,000 a year in Social Security benefits. All right, so we got $35,000 a year. That's what we're getting on 91,000 average index yearly earnings. We get $35,000 a year in Social Security benefits. Now we're going to go over here and we're going to say what. Hold on just a second, and we're going to come back to our right there, our net worth first and foremost. And we have net worth of, actually, I want to go to, what I want to do is go to, let's see, we don't want primary residence yet. We're going to go to, I hate to only do it in retirement accounts because we got more than that, but we're going to do retirement accounts. Where our median net worth for the median is $115,000. Okay, so we got $115,000. And that's that age group right there. And of that, only 52% or something like that, 62% have that. So that's not good, but still, I mean, for the people who have that, it's a median, 115. We'll use that. Then we're going to go to financial assets, and we also have another 54,000. So basically, we got $200,000 when all said and done in financial and retirement accounts. Then we're going to go look at our primary residence, and we got 380 in primary residence is our value, and then of that, how much is the debt? 380 minus 190. So we got 100. We got basically got 200,000, 400,000 of net worth. Okay, 400,000 net worth, of which 200,000, by the way, is just the amount where we got financial assets. So if I'm this average guy, I got $35,000 a year. All right, and this is I'm making something up to make a point here. And we don't need 91,000. We know that for a fact. We probably need about 60% of that when all is said and done. I'm going to show you why, if even that. Because we have enough to pay off our mortgage of home equity. You can take reverse mortgage to pay off that mortgage and immediately eliminate a significant cost. So we're just going to go with 60% of the $91,000. And that, I mean, again, it's going to be lower than that once the mortgage is eliminated, but we're just going to run that, 0.6. So we need about $54,000 a year in income. We got, how much we got? 35,000, right? We got 35,000 from Social Security. 35,000 from Social Security, so we need about 20,000 from our liquid assets. We divide that by 0.05. We need about $400,000 in liquid assets. All right, we got 200,000 right now. So you're gonna, once that mortgage is paid off, you're gonna have to freaking save for 200,000 bucks is what we're shooting for. Again, that's assuming you have 55,000 a year of liquid of income, of which 35,000 a year comes from Social Security. Again, you're 44. What are we 45? Yeah, 45 to 54. So your Social Security benefit is going to grow as well. That's not a miracle you need. It's not. You just got to pay off your mortgage, man. You got to pay off your mortgage. You can downsize if you want. You can take reverse mortgage. But again, I'm using a 60% of your 91,000 a year. And once the mortgage paid, I don't even think you need that much. Yeah, you need some more money. Don't get me wrong. But for the bulk of my generation, you have that in your equity in your home. You're going to have another 5 to 10 years of savings to get this all situated. You're going to be, like, I don't want to say you're going to be fine because I don't know you specifically, but you don't need a miracle. You just need to get your hands dirty. Get out there and make it happen. All right. Love your thoughts. God bless. We'll see you.